गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों। कैसे हैं आप सब? आई होप यू पीपल आर नाउ अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड लाइकिंग दिस वे ऑफ टीचिंग. Okay, now I will talk about assignments later. Today I am going to begin with lesson 5 of your book, and that is about Microsoft Windows. Okay, before beginning, let me tell you, you all know what Windows is. Windows is an operating system, right? Operating system is that kind of software which totally manages the computer resources. Okay, it manages everything, like it manages all the hardware devices attached, it manages all the file read write operations, printing queues, it maintains all the time allocation to the CPU. Means the whole, it is like the whole soul in charge of your computer system. Now let us see what are some characteristics of Windows and compare it with DOS. DOS was the first the operating system, disk operating system. Now Windows, as you are seeing here in Windows, now we are having these small pictures called as icons. Okay, what are they? These are icons, right? You are seeing these small pictures. These are called as icons. Now before icons were not there, we used to have operating system known as DOS. Let me start DOS. How it used to look. In run menu, if you type command prompt, okay, uh, sorry, not command, it is CMD now. Earlier it was command. So you are seeing this window here, this black colored window. This is your command prompt. So earlier DOS system was something like this. No icons were there, no pictures were there. Each and every command you have to memorize and you have to type. For example, suppose I want to make one folder. I had MD command, make directory, and give the folder name, right? And when you press enter, a folder was created. Fine. So this was the way you used to work in DOS. Now you can understand what problem we will face while DOS. All the commands you have to memorize. There were so many commands. Each command were having further more switches were there. So it was a very much complicated task. Not thousands, but many hundreds of commands were there. Okay. So later it was replaced by this operating system that you are seeing here. This is known as Windows. Now how Windows has simplified our work. Now we are supposed to simply double click on a folder to open it. Right, this is a folder icon. I double click on this and it gets opened, right? This is how it opens. Similarly, if you want to do some drag and drop operation, you can move any folder with the help of mouse and drag and drop it anywhere. You can right click, you get the menu. So now you simply have to click on various things, right? You are not supposed to memorize commands. Most of your work is done by simple clicking, right? So this way Windows has made our task very easier. DOS, only one task was able to be done at one time, but in Windows you can see I can open many windows here, right? Like here you are seeing two windows are open, one of Google Chrome, another of your this software. And I can open other windows. I can do typing work in MS Word. I can listen to the music. I can also do some printing work. So you can do multitasking in Windows that was not possible in DOS, right? So these are the few important differences between Windows and DOS. Now, how do you drag and drop? As I have shown you before, suppose I want to move this file from here to this place. I can simply place the mouse pointer, press the left mouse button, and you can drag it and drop it anywhere you want, right? Similarly, you can move it from here to here. So this way you can easily make drag and drop operations. Now there is one topic of shortcut. What is a shortcut? Now you are seeing here, these are some files here. When I click on this, the file will open. This is a folder, the folder will open. Suppose I have got a folder not on the desktop. You know, this area is known as desktop. This is your taskbar where all your tasks are open. This is the start button, and these are some of the icons here. Now, what is to be done is, let us let me quickly tell you what shortcut is. Suppose there is a file located in my documents. There is one more folder, let us say expression. Okay, now this is a folder which I used to access very often. I want a shortcut of this on the desktop. So how I am going to create it? I will right click on this, and you are seeing here you will get an option create shortcut. Okay, so a shortcut is created here. What you can do now, you can cut it from here and you can paste it on desktop, right? So you get the shortcut. Now this is not the original folder. If you delete this shortcut, original folder will not be deleted, but you can quickly go to that folder. You need not double click on this My Documents again and go to another folder. Simply double click this and that folder will open for you, right? So this is like a shortcut method, or you can say a shortcut to go to any file or folder. Now there is one icon here that you see, this PC. Earlier it was my computer. So my computer or this PC are same. It depends on which version of Windows you are having, right? So when I double click on this window opens. Now what this is showing you, if you see it, it is showing you many things like folders, which folders are there, which device and drives are there, local disk C, D, E, and F is for, here it is showing for CD drive. Now what are these? These are partitions of your hard disk. Okay, you have got a hard disk. That hard disk is partitioned in C, D, E and other drives. Okay, depending on the size of the hard disk. So my computer basically shows you some of the very accessible or very frequently used folders and all the devices that are attached and the drives that your hard disk is divided into. Also some folders can be quickly accessed from here like desktop, downloads, documents, pictures, etc. You can open any drive quickly from here. All the contents are shown, C drive, D drive, like this. You can go to any drive. So this is the use of my computer. You all must be knowing what a recycle bin is. All right, it is there on the desktop. You will find on your computer like okay, what's a recycle bin? It's a folder. When you delete all the files, your files are going to the recycle bin, isn't it? So you can restore the files from there later. Suppose you delete a file, it goes to the recycle bin, and you can open the recycle bin folder and bring back the deleted file. Let me try. Okay, so recycle bin I have typed here and I click enter. Okay, right now it's not opening, some technical problem. Later in the next, when I cover other topics, I'll try to open it. But just see what the recycle bin, it's a folder where all the deleted files are going, and once you have deleted the file, you can restore it later from the recycle. Okay, now let us see. As you can see here, this is the recycle bin on the desktop here, right? You are able to see it. Now suppose if I delete any file, I have deleted some files already. Now let me delete this folder, e-certificates. When I press the delete key, it asks, are you sure you want to move this file to recycle bin? I say yes. Now it goes to the recycle bin. Let me open the recycle bin again. Okay, now there are so many files here. You simply press the alphabet E. It will go to that folder. The first folder is starting with the letter E. Now you can right click this and click on restore. Alright. Once you click on restore, the file or the folder again goes back to the place from where it was deleted. See here, it has come back here on the desktop. So this is the functioning of recycle bin. This is the taskbar. As I told you, all the windows that are open, you can minimize them to the taskbar. You can switch over to the windows by clicking here. Suppose I want to go to Google Chrome, I'll click here, or this software, I'll click it here. This is your start button. The time and date are shown on the right corner of your desktop screen. This is the desktop and these are the icons, right? Now how to change the system date? If you want to change the system date, you double click on this. And if you are having the administrator rights, you will be able to change the date from system date from this place, right? Create file and folder. Now what's the Windows Explorer? It's something like when you open the my computer or this PC, you are seeing all the files and folders. It opens in this view. On the left hand side, a list of folders is there and drives. You can go to any folder or drive from here by double clicking here, files folder, and the contents will be shown on the right hand side panel. So this is like your, you can say your Windows Explorer. You can explore all the files and what are the folders located on your computer, and you can open it. Now, how to create a folder first? Suppose I want to wish to create a folder here. I will right click. I'll get this menu. There I'll get an option new, and in new I'll get the option folder. So you click on this. Okay, when you click on this, you get this new folder created with the name. You can give any name. Suppose I am giving the name school. Right, now this folder has been created. Similarly, you can double click this folder to open. If you wish to create any Word file, you can right click, new, and you will get the various file icons or names here. Microsoft Word document, Excel document, etc. You can create it directly from here. If you want to delete, just click on it, press the delete button on the keyboard and select yes, and it will be gone to the recycle bin. Okay, now if you see a window, suppose I am opening this window here. Let me open the window of MS Word. Suppose this is any document that I created earlier. When you double click any window, it is going to start, and let us see some of the window parts that are there. The top bar is the title bar. Okay, title bar has got this window menu is there. You can close the window, maximize, restore, minimize. We'll see what they are. You can save it from here. Now here are the three buttons on the top right corner. You must be knowing them. This cross is the close button, restore and minimize. What happens when you minimize? When you click on minimize button here, your window goes to the taskbar. Okay, it is not closed, it is open, but it is minimized to the taskbar. You can open by clicking it here. Fine. This is the close button. You know very well what will happen. When I click on this, it is going to close. But what happens when you click on restore button? Suppose I click on this. See, this was the original size of the window, right? When I have clicked on restore, it goes back to the original size, and the restore button now changes to maximize button. You are seeing it here. Its name is now maximize. Now maximize means when I click on this, the window will cover the entire screen, right? So maximize button changes to restore, and restore button changes to maximize. It's like a toggle key. When you click on maximize, changes to restore. When you click on restore, changes to maximize. Followed? If you wish to close any window, simply click on the close button here. Okay, let me open it again. Now some other parts. This is the menu bar, or nowadays it is known as tabs. This is the ribbon. The scroll bars are there. You are seeing on the right. This is the vertical scroll bar, and there the horizontal scroll bar is there if the document is wide enough. These are the rulers. So these are the various parts of window. This is the status bar that shows you the number of words, page number, etc. on the document, and various other information. Now there are some accessory programs like Paintbrush, Notepad, etc., calculator. So how to start? Go to start menu. Accessories are not shown. You can click here. So in this version, accessories folder is not visible, but if you wish to start MS Paint, you can directly type here MS Paint. A Paint application is going to open, right? You all know what Paint program is used for making drawings, coloring them, etc. Similarly, Notepad is there to type very unformatted kind of simple documents. Calculator is also there. Okay, when you click on calculator, the calculator opens. This is Windows 10 that I am referring to. This is the simple calculator that will open. You can change the type of calculator. This is the standard. There are various scientific calculator that gives you further more options of scientific operations. You can see them here. Programmer and date calculation, etc. Few converters are also there. So this is the calculator which you can use for calculating some calculations or doing some mathematical operations. All right, now you all know what copy paste and cut paste means, right? Now let us do those also. All right. You know, cut paste means when you cut paste something, whether it is text or some folder, that goes from that place and is pasted to the target. Like for example, I suppose want to take this e-certificate folder somewhere inside into my computer or the hard drive. I will right click on this and will click on cut. I am going to open, let us say, which folder, my documents. Then I change the view here, change it to list so that all the folders are visible. I right click and click on paste. Okay, now you see this e-certificate folder has come here, and if you check the desktop, this folder is gone from here. This is cut paste. Now when you copy paste, what happens? Now I am copying it from here. I'll right click. Now I select copy and then I right click and paste. Okay, so you see here, it is here on the target place also, or the second place, and it is also located on the first position also. So in copy paste, your document or your folder remains at the original location and is also copied at the target location. But in cut paste, it is moved or it is removed from the original place to the new place. Okay, I hope you have followed the difference between cut paste and copy paste. The same thing happens if you cut paste and copy paste text. Let me open this again. Suppose I am selecting these 4 words and I copy, Control C, and I bring the cursor here and Control V. So this is the copy. You are seeing this is located here and here also. But what happens when I cut paste? Suppose I am deleting it from here. I select these again, Control X for cut. See, it is gone from there. And at the new location, Control V, it is pasted, right? So this is cut paste and copy paste. Now let me close it. Alright, so these were like some of the basics of Windows operations. You are knowing them already. So it is just like your revision. Now the last thing, you all know how to shut down a computer properly. After you finish your work, please do not just turn it off directly from this main switch or the UPS. You have to do it properly like this. Click on the start, or you can right click, shut down, and here you get the option sign out, sleep and shut down. You click on shut down and your computer is going to shut off, right? So I hope you have followed whatever basic operations about Windows we have learned today. They are very simple. You all have been doing them since so many years. It was just like a revision for you. And children, please keep submitting the work that I am sending, because whenever the schools open, you will have to do a lot of work if you are not doing it now. Are you following it? So अभी आप लोग काम करते रहिए जैसे आपको काम भेजते हैं. I am trying that I send you work of not more than 1 or 1.5 page, right? So in your register, it fits into your 1.5 or 2 pages maximum. So please keep on doing it regularly so your work is complete, right? And I hope you will follow the advice and send me the work soon, those who haven't sent it yet. All the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.